welcome everybody. My name is Randy Gage, and I would like to thank you for joining us for our cash flow class, which is surprisingly like it sounds like. It's a class on how to create cash flow. So I'm going to give you a little worksheet because, of course, there's going to be a quiz later, so we'll be checking how you do. So please follow along with this. We're going to start with a couple of questions that we're going to look at first, and then most of the presentation is actual video for you to watch tonight from a very, very successful person in the business who's actually my sponsor in the business and introduced me to Agile Enterprises and has built an amazing residual income, a cash flow machine. So if you look at this, you put your name on the front, and what is today, the 15th, I guess, December 15th. A couple of questions we want to talk about before we get into the video, and then the rest you can follow along with the video. First thing is we're looking at what is the level of cash flow that you'd like to have. We're assuming if you showed up tonight, somebody invited you to come and see a cash flow class, the idea of cash flow is attractive to you, but really there's three options. One is supplemental cash flow. To just do something with your lifestyle. You say, I love my job, or I love my business, got a good house, I like my car, but I'd like to make a couple $100 a month and pay down my credit cards because I'm paying some high interest rates. Or, I'd like to make an extra $300 or $400 a month. I could put that into my 401 or my retirement plan, and that's setting up my retirement. So it's just kind of a supplemental thing. So that's the first option. The second option is if you want to replace your income. We have a lot of people are attracted to Agile for exactly that reason. They're either don't like their job, or they may even love their job, but they're afraid they're not going to keep their job. As you know, we're losing almost 1 million, sometimes 2 million jobs a month going on right now, being replaced by technology and other factors in the economic situation going on. So some people would like to say, well, I've got this job I've been doing for X number of years. I'm a mechanic for Delta Airlines, or I'm working for an accounting firm, or I'm working in the corporate world, and I don't really like that, and I would like to replace that income because I would like to stay home and work from home, which is one of the benefits you can get from the Agile business. Maybe the thing that would excite you is the ability to be there when your kids, put them on the school bus in the morning, be there when they come home from school in the afternoon. Work at home with your spouse, strengthen your relationship, spend that time together, be with the people you care about, and not have to fight traffic, not have to go to a job. So that may be an option. And then the third option, of course, is the one that I got so excited about and why I joined the business, which was creating wealth. You say, it's not about making a couple $100 a month more. It's not about just replacing the income I get from the airline. I would like to create wealth. I'd like to know that whenever and however I decide I want to stop working, that I've created a cash flow machine which creates enough dividend type of income or passive income that will take care of me and my loved ones for the rest of my life. So please mark whichever one of those three you think is what would interest you most as you look at the presentation tonight. Second thing is, this is one of those essay questions you used to hate in school, because you got to write this out, you got to think this out. But of course the question is, what are your current options for increasing your cash flow? So take a minute or two, please, and write about that. What do you think? I used to think I had a 401 plan, which would increase my cash flow. But of course I found out that was not increasing my cash flow, it was decreasing my cash flow. Do you have certificates of deposit? Do you have, do you invest in foreign currencies? Do you have other businesses that provide residual income? So any options that you have, please write those down. And if you don't, write that. Don't have any right now, because that's an important thing for you to know as we get into this. I'll give you a couple seconds for that, and then we'll look at the last question. last thing before the video is, this is really, I think, the most important part, is to list 5 things you would do, have, or become if money were no object. I mean, really, if you had Bill Gates' kind of money, or Ross Perot's kind of money, it just really didn't matter. You could go out and you could buy a 120-foot yacht, and you wouldn't know you did it financially. Or you want a bigger home, or ideas to go out and get a Lamborghini or Ferrari. Maybe you want to take 1 year and say, I just want to take a year and travel the world and go to 20 different countries. Or I want to take a year off and study ballet. Or I want to take a year off and learn how to play the clarinet. Or I would like to give $1 million to my church, temple, or synagogue. I would like to go on a mission for my church and go down to Latin America and help them plant irrigation and farming. Or I want to go and spend time at an orphanage. Take a minute, please, and think of 5 things. And it could be like, a car you want to get, a charity you want to give to, an activity that you would like to learn, or something that you could become. So take a minute, please, and do those 5 things, and then we'll get to the presentation in just a second. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
I see a lot of people with 3 or 4. Get another minute. Just try and get 5. Because these are really important. This presentation will mean so much more to you if you know what it is you really want to get out of that cash flow that you can create with this. Okay, so now I'm going to play the video. It's a pretty short video. It's 29 minutes, I think. But really pay attention to this, because I told you it's a guy named Eric Worre. This is a guy who had, what did he have, like 18 jobs by the time he was 22. And then found this profession and had very high levels of success. This is a guy who's made millions of dollars in this profession. So he's cracked the code of creating cash flow. And what he's going to share with this, share with you in the video is how you can create the same kind of cash flow machine based on whatever the level you are. Agile gives you those opportunities. He'll show you how you can do that with Agile. So enjoy the video, and then I'll be back and follow along with this as you go along, and then I'll be back afterward and we'll take the test and see who passes.
That foundation.